All right. Hello and welcome. So I'm a little bit new to doing this too, um, Zoom and YouTube. So give me a sec while I figure this out. I'm going to start recording on my own. So welcome to my first Saturday of the month Anchor in the Light call. This is something my guides told me very much so that I had to do. It was probably around, I know it was around December. And I woke up in the morning and my guide said, Anchor in the Light, you have to start doing a monthly call. And so I woke up really early in the morning. It was 4 a.m. and I started creating the videos and the advertising and kind of sending the word out about it, thinking about it, visualizing what it would be. And I ended up getting laid off that day. So it was just like, I knew it. This was what I'm supposed to be doing. Spirit was opening me up for this new opportunity and this new ability to really anchor in my light and anchor in my spiritual teaching and step into my spiritual mastery. And so for the last couple months, I have been doing these workshops on Zoom here and there. I decided to open it up onto YouTube so that way anyone can watch these, because the whole point of this time is spiritual awakening. Happy New Year. So you might think it's not New Year, it's April Fool's Day. Well, April Fool's Day is the new year. So why it's called April Fool's Day is because when we switched over to the current contemporary calendar that we have now that starts on January 1st, there was an older calendar which was more astrologically attuned, and the astrological new year is right now. So people would say Happy New Year, and people would say, oh, you're a fool, you're going by the old calendar or the old times. And so that's where April Fools comes up, is because people were being foolish to honor the old ways, and I honor the old ways. So Happy New Year. This morning, as I was kind of waking up very slowly and kind of asking Spirit what today would be, Kuan Yin, who I've been working with her very, 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 very in meditation most of the times at night to prepare for the dream sleep time. And also a dragon energy has been coming in as well. So the crystals that I picked for this today, I'm wearing a lot of yellow jade. Yellow jade came in terms of crystalline energy. I have a little bit of watermelon jasper that called to me, and the oregano is what called to me for essential oil. So why do I use essential oils? Gaia and Pachamama, their vibratory system is already much higher than ours. They are not 3-dimensional. They're already 5-dimensional, living in coexistence in our world. So when you work with the essence of flowers or plants or trees, essentially you're raising your vibration. So whenever the oil I picked I chose it for its oregano, which called out to me, but it's actually a summer savory blend. And here we are kind of stepping into this spring, stepping into this astrological New Year's of Aries, where there is fire, there's new beginnings, right? March was a lot about cleansing and letting go of the old. It was about releasing, looking at the shadows. And you can feel with the energy of April, I've been feeling it since, March 21st, March 27th, spring equinox, all the way up through then as the spring equinox and the new moon in Aries came in. This energy's already been creating momentum, creating building. And it's about action, and it's about actualizing the energy that we want right now. It's about stepping forward and stepping in to our divine paths. And dragons are an energy that I've always, I I tend to work with the Fae. I work with a lot of the elementals, and dragons have always I've kept them kind of at a distance because they're very, very intense. A couple months ago, probably about a year ago, I was working in one of my quantum online retreats that I do. And in one of my channeling sessions, dragon energy came in, and the different dragons came in to kind of identify themselves and what they do, and how to connect with them on a physical plane. You can check that information out on my blog. I'll put the link in the comments after this is done. But if you want to connect, we all have different elements, right? Astrologically. So fire sign, I'm a Leo sun. My moon is Gemini, and my rising is Taurus. So, I'm very physical and I also am very spiritual. I kind of am able to kind of switch between these worlds and be able to be very intuitive. And I can also be very outgoing. So I'm that's where my Gemini moon comes in. I can be very outgoing, and I can also be very very quiet and intuitive and introverted, which a lot of people don't quite understand about me. I know how to shine my light when it's time to shine my light, and I know how to reserve and pull in my energy when it's time to go within. And really, that's what we should all be. We can't all be extroverted all the time, and we can't all be introverted all the time, right? There needs to be yin and yang. There needs to be balance. And that's really the energy that I'm feeling pulling into this new wave through this amazing cosmic alignment that we're having, right, to move into balance. Divine masculine, divine feminine, extrovert, introvert, like finding that balance so we can all be the best version of ourselves. And, flesh and spirit as one, really, as those of us that are on the spiritual path, looking into our spiritual journey, we are trying to figure out how to be flesh and embodied in this life, in this earth, in this time, but also connected to spirit, to our divine. Now, one of the things that I do is I work with chakra embodiment, and I teach online courses and one-on-one sessions. How you can actually connect you, so that way you can let the energy flow easily. And within all of us, we have all of these different energetic centers, all of these chakras that are opening up and expanding and allowing us to be who we are truly meant to be. And the embodiment of our flesh, our spirit, our body is so important. Many people, and even me to a point, when it's very easy to be in the spiritual realm. Those of us that are awake, that are awakening, that are connected to divine and spirit and guides, it's beautiful to be in that flow of divine energy and divine love and source. So it's easy to kind of be floating up here. But that's when we're not embodied. I see it all the time. You fall, you trip, you get into car accidents. It's because you need these jolts to bolt you back into the ground. I just recently had someone, I was turning onto a left-hand side of the street, and someone passed me on the left. It wasn't my fault, of course, but I did have this moment where I was sitting there, and my guide said, you should go straight. And I was like, why would I go straight and go all the way around that would be silly. I can just go left and I can get there and around. And I was like, okay. And I remember looking left to right, and I was like, no, I'm safe. There's no reason. The person, someone was waving me on, so it was safe to go. So, okay, I'm going to go. And, there's a collision. That was it being in my body. And it was also a reminder to listen to those subtle messages, right? So in body, we're like, why would we go around the block and drive around when I can go right here? Why would I do that? It's because it's this soft feather voice. It's because of these messages that we're trying to get our in alignment with the flow. So we can't say, we can't say that spirit's not working with us. Now, I, as a spiritual teacher and spiritual healer, should have just gone the 10 minutes out of my way and driven around. But that three-dimensional part of me wanted to start my day and get to the gym and drop my kids off at school and go to work and do all the things that I wasn't thinking of the greater scheme of things. Now, the blessing from it is the young man who hit my car really needed energy work. He didn't know it. So I, in my way, sat there and was giving him distant Reiki and was really trying to kind of support him. And he was telling me all about his day and really opened up, just a beautiful soul that I think really needed to connect with someone who was more open to source. And I, as someone who anchors in the light, I think he needed to be in the presence of someone like that. Even if it wasn't over the best circumstances, I could feel his higher self really calling out to me in terms of having this be an awakening moment for him as well. So everything in divine timing. I'm still a little bummed about my car, which needs to get fixed. But, all in divine timing, all in trust, all in love. That's why we have insurance. That's why we have this beautiful three-dimensional reality that we have, law and order, right? It comes from the sacral chakra, needing to feel safe, right? And that's where it comes from. So we have this energy coming in. It's intense. And if you're not focused, if you're not in that flow, it could feel very jarring right now. So if, even someone like me, right? I like to consider myself, awake and aligned. And I still, had a collision, where it was like an awakening, like a bump, like, oh, you're not grounded. Like you need to be more in this body. You need to be more paying attention and more focused to the messages of spirit, the messages of divine, because that's really what we're here to do. So, no matter what happens in our life, good moments or bad moments, we need to remember that there is a lesson in it. There is a gift in it. And the gift in it is really trust and seeing the connections that you make along the way. And are you able to reprogram your thoughts and minds? Now, that day that I told you about that I got laid off, it was right before Christmas. And that three-dimensional kids, what am I going to do? And that was an old story for me. I've been there. So I knew, I was like, oh, I can't go there. That's an old story for me. I am not going to go down that path again. So early this morning, they told me about anchoring in the light and doing these guided meditations and helping other people, really focusing in their light. Oh, that must be part of my path. Oh, yay. So now I can open up to that and know that that's part of my divine path and part of my mission. And likewise, with that collision, that young man, knowing that not every other people are waking up right now and they're feeling all tossed about and confused and they're rushing and they're making bad choices, not because they're bad people, but because they're just trying to understand the energetics of it all. And they don't have someone in there anchoring in the light. So if you're watching this video, then you are someone who is anchoring in the light. And it is your responsibility to be that light for all the other people around you. Because when you really ground and you're really embodied in this life, all the people that meet you in any and every circumstance will be touched by your light. Now, remember that as there is light, there is also darkness. Darkness can be enamoring, and the light, the energy from darkness can be very intoxicating. But remember, the darkness does not ask you for your permission, does not respect your free will. So as you're walking through the spiritual journey, make sure that you are working with the light. Any beings of high light will always ask for your permission to come through, and they will need and respect your free will. other energies and other entities, will just kind of charge through. And at first it will feel great. And then it will feel very, very bad. So just take a moment and let's just pray this in right now as I'm feeling this. Dear Creator, Father, Mother, Child is one. We are going to call in the energies of love and light, protection, calling in the beautiful East, morning star, new beginnings, new years, new energy, new signs, and the planting the seed for the harvest of what is to come, and allowing and aligning ourselves with the highest white light, surrounding ourselves with love and protection and joy and grace and ease. Aho. Thank you so much for your beautiful energy coming through, protecting us and watching the East, guiding us and protecting us. Thank you to the energy of the South, fire. Fire brings in new beginnings. It brings in actualization. It brings in the I am manifestation of I am that I am. Thanking the energy of the South, of fire, of creation, calling in the energy of the beautiful organic lava energy of Mother Gaia, Pachamama, that creative source energy, that eruptive energy of passion, creativity, and joy, to which land and earth is born. Thank you, Pachamama, Mother Gaia. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you to the energy of the South for protecting us and guiding us and watching our way as we manifest, as we create this new world, this new world, this new earth, this new time, this new year. Oh, thank you so much. Calling in the energy of the west, of the water, of our emotions flowing through us, allowing ourselves to be freely blessed, to allow ourselves to experience our emotions as a compass, following our heart as a compass, allowing ourselves to allow and acknowledge our feelings as teachers so we can notice the compass and notice the direction of the feelings and what it is trying to show us, noticing our body and noticing the wisdom within our body, aligning within our chakras. So that way we can see our body as a compass to know where there is dis-ease or blocks, to know that they are folding and simply trust in the flow of. Thank you to the end of Pachamama, Gaia, to all of the elementals and the earth, spirit keepers of the land. Thank you to all of the animals and the animal totems who are raising the vibration of this planet for humanity, all of the plants, all of the trees, and all of the winged ones. Thank you for anchoring in this light of earth for humanity. Thank you to the earth, the soil, the deep richness, the darkness of the soil, the crystal caves, the mineral kingdom, the crystal kingdom, all of them comes together where we are as one. Thank you, Pachamama, for your grounding and your connection to source and to the earth star chakra. Thank you to the energy of below. Thank you to the energy of the earth that grounds us. Thank you to above, to source, to the divine energetic column that comes up from around us, that connects us to our wisdom, our higher self, and the divine source of God and time, all source and beyond. Thank you to all of the directions. Thank you to all of the keepers of the land. Thank you to all the beings of light. Thank you to our galactic family. I feel men around a circle of protection, surrounded by love and protected by highest white light. Aho. Thank you to all of the energy that is with us, that is surrounding us, that is protecting us. Just take a moment now and feel that energy around you. Feel that calling in of the directions and the calling in of the protection and the calling in of the love that you can feel. And imagine now as you send etheric roots down from the bottom of your feet, your perineum, your hara, down to the center of the earth, connecting you deeply into that center of the earth and sending a column of light above you. Send your cosmic antenna up, 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 out, up through the source, up through the heavens, connecting you to source, connecting you in this moment. Oh, feel that beautiful moment, that beautiful energy of all around you, completely grounded and completely source. You are flesh and spirit as one. You are a divine being having a human experience. And as such, this human experience is about love and joy and beauty, experiencing the beautiful aspects of this life, of this body, of this avatar that we chose in this life, sending and flooding every cell, every atom of your being with love, with light. How amazing does it feel for your entire body to integrate this new energy and to feel your body, your cellular structure, your DNA activating ancient keys, codes, and wisdom within you. Bringing in the many blessings, taking a moment to just allow yourself to feel yourself as a higher vibrational aspect of yourself, where in this moment, everything is planned and everything is divine and everything is beautiful. If there is trauma or trouble in your life, just simply take that and hang that up on the branches of the trees, the tree ancestors that are in the circle, where they will take that energy and transmute it for you. And if you wish to take it at the end of the cycle, you can always bring it back into your heart, but there is no need, beloved. There is no need. Allow yourself right now in this moment through space and through time to just feel beautiful, to feel absolute love and absolute grace and absolute connection to source. At this moment, the energetics of the spirits of the land are coming in. Aho, aho to all of the spirits of the land. Thank you to the fairies, the elementals. Thank you to the Sasquatch. Thank you to the universe that work all around us all the time to anchor in this light, to anchor in the beauty of this humanity, of this beautiful planet Earth. Allow yourself to feel the connection to the spirits of the land wherever you are. They're going to help you right now to activate and anchor in your light to the crystalline grid, which is part of the fifth dimensionality of this planet, which connects you into the avatar of your Christed self, your Buddha-Sittva, the part of you that is becoming spiritually awakened, one that you came here to be. So aho to all of the spirits of the land. Thank you. Thank you. Now you might see or feel or know or smell or perceive different energies depending on where you are in the planet. Know that right now your guides are working with you to anchor your light into the crystalline grid where you are on this planet, and have no doubt that where you are is exactly where you are meant to be. Because, dear one, there are light workers and way showers all over this planet. And we are stepping into the embodiment of a way shower, anchoring into that crystalline grid of the fifth dimensionality. So that way we can live in flesh and spirit as one. The guides may be coming to you with different energies, with different knowings, feelings, presentations. Ask them now in this moment, is there is anything that you can do to heal the land of which you are residing right now? Just take a moment, and we're going to be in silence for a moment to work with the spirits of the land where you are, so that way you can anchor in the light. They might take you to a tree root where you have to dig the roots out, where some of the tree roots are entangled and strangling, giving them space so they can breathe and better communicate. Mm. You might be taken to the water or to the streams where you are being asked to heal and purify and pray over and reprogram the structure of that water. Mm. You might be taken with an animal totem to a specific place to work with the animals. The Fae might be coming to work with you. Mm. You might have Bigfoot or a Sasquatch coming in. These are portal beings that work within vortexes and portals. They might be taking you to one where you can raise a vortex and a portal. Simply is the energy around it. If it is low dimensionality, then it is because it is around low dimensions. A vortex can be programmed for a higher. So their guides are going to be taking you to these vortexes to anchor in the light and raise the vibrations of these vortexes and portals to the fifth dimensionality and above. Aho. Just take a moment working with your guides, working with the tree spirits. Winged ones might be coming to you as well. Oh, see the winged ones coming to some of you. And allow them to show you with the perspective of their flight and from the perspective of their life that a wall is simply a line. It might be taking you to a place that is needing healing and love, and simply trust and know that you know exactly what to do in your fifth dimensionality. Your higher self will know how to heal and what to do. If you perceive or feel nothing, know that your higher self is working right now and is perceiving and feeling, and simply trust. Nothing to do, simply trust. Aho. Some of the insect kingdom is coming out. You might be working with some of those within the insect world and allowing them to show you to toil the soil and work with the land. Aho. Some might be working with the plants, flowers, vegetables. Others, one moment, please, allowing yourself to really connect in and feel beautiful versions of life and the beautiful aspects of this earth. I'm also getting energy of the mushroom kingdom. Some of you might be working with different mushrooms, and some of the ancestors of the land, actual ancestors, humans, giving us wisdom of how they worked with the land. Unfortunately, many of us have lost the wisdom of our great ancestors, but it's not lost. It's simply in our Akashic records and our own past lives. And so we need to remember and rekindle that wisdom that was there. So, aho, allow yourself, wherever it is you are called to do the work, simply be with your guides in this moment, allowing them to work with you and through you. Hmm. Grandmother, Golden Dolphin are coming in as well. Your healings of the oceans, healing of the waterways. There is great wisdom. The golden dolphins, the white whales, they were here during the times of Atlantis, and they will be returning to assist with the reprogramming and healing of the waters within this planet. They communicate through sound frequency. So some of you might be hearing sounds within your ears. Just allow, don't try to process what it is or what it means. Just allow the sound to vibrate, accept it, welcome it. Take a moment then to allow yourself to feel the energy of this moment, connecting in with the spirits of the land as they anchor you into the crystalline grid and awakening the five dimensionality of who you be on this planet, on this earth. Activating within of and of healing, connecting you to your chakras, connecting you to the light bridge, remembering that color times the speed of light is where we get musical notes. Musical notes and colors are all together. These frequencies, these sounds are all together. So allowing ourselves to simply hear and be and trust and know. When you feel that your work has done, thank the guardian of the land that you have been working with. And in love and grace, allow yourself to come back fully back into this moment with this new wisdom, with this new remembrance, anchoring in the crystalline grid with below you. Know that you are exactly where you are meant to be on this earth, and that everywhere that you step out, you are shining this light for others to see. So, aho, thank you for you being you. Thank you for who you be. Taking a moment and just really feeling that energy from source coming down through you like a column of light down to Mother Earth and back up. Just like the trees, where they're grounded and rooted into the earth and their branches go up, always seeking the sun, we too are the same. Allow yourself to be connected to source, bringing that wisdom down into Gaia, and then Gaia transmutes the energy, heals it, and brings it back up to you. Aho, it is a cycle. It's a toroid, like a donut, flowing around you and within you, heal and connecting source into earth, which is who you are. Body is land, your blood is water, right? Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. That is who we are. That is who we are here to be. So, aho to all of our now bliss and this joy of this activation and the anchoring in the light to the crystalline grid within you. Your feet might be tingling. You might be feeling different sensations, hearing different sounds, feeling heat or cold. Just allow that to be. Thanking your guides, thanking all of our guides in this moment. Thank you for being here. We are going to close the circle. Still in protection, still in love, still connected to the crystalline grid. Our guides are bowing to us with love and compassion and grace, and they're going their own specific ways with love, thanking you for who you be and the work that you do. Take this moment now to come back into this world, into this light, into where you are, into this space, and allow yourself to truly be here now. If you're feeling very high, you might want to just kind of bring your energy back into your crown, feeling your energy onto the earth. You should feel very grounded and very beautiful right now, anchored into the light, anchored into that crystalline grid. Aho. So thank you for being here for part of my monthly call here and for anchoring in the light where you are. Thank you for who you be on this planet and for really being a way shower for others. If you would like to work with me, my website is pagelucierjohnson.com. I do have an online chakra embodiment course, which is in a beta testing period right now, but I would love for you to sign up. My next class starts on Monday, April 10th. I also do crystalline soma healing and chakra healings as well, which you can work with me on a one-on-one basis. I also do workshops in person and online. I do Akashic record readings and oracle readings. If you're not quite sure what to do, but you just feel called to work with me, I recommend my signature session. It's $108 for a one-on-one call where we can come together and I will use spirit to guide me in terms of what will be best for you, find the next path, and how to work with you to connecting you to your spirit guides and to your highest path. Aho to all of my family, friends, and relations. Thank you for being here and thank you for being part of my spiritual fellowship and my spiritual community, my spiritual tribe. You are welcome. You are needed and we love you. Thank you.